Assalamualaikum. Okay, let's just kickstart the show. Let me just do this because my Anna is noisy.
There are many ways to cook with Thermomix. A bolognese, for example. There is Harry's way with Wagyu beef. There is Anna's way with no meat at all. Nancy's way is her grandmother's way, and it's a secret way. Tommy's way is bolognese, no way. He wants chocolate pizza. Mia's way is actually a French chef's way. Ooh la la. Frank's way is the traditional way. Classic. And then there is the best way. My way. Introducing created recipes. Now you can create your own recipes, import and modify your favorite recipes from Cookie Dough, websites, books and magazines. Save them all in one place and cook them with your Thermomix. Created recipes. Find them on Cookie Dough. There are many ways to cook with Thermomix.
All right, let me just remove this. Assalamualaikum, everyone. Okay, and we managed to do this. Assalamualaikum. My name is Daphne Eiking, and joining me today, I've got my team manager. Introduce yourself, and Suhana.
Hi, Suhana sini. Hari ni masak
Okay,
dengan
kita orang actually kelam kabut sikit. Sebab baru habis training, lepas tu I know that Anne, you had a demo earlier on dengan kawan-kawan and siap keluar pergi beli sushi rice. Tapi semua dah elok
Okay, actually Anne tak dengar sangat suara sebab mikrofon tak jumpa kat mana.
Okay, so we'll just have to like wing it lah. Okay, sambil-sambil mungkin I start first.
Okay.
Wait, yours dah siap ke belum sushi rice tu?
Sekarang Anne tengah masak nasi. Nasi sushi dah masak guna Thermomix 16 minutes. So sekarang ada lagi 3 minutes.
Okay, kalau macam tu, Daphne start dulu lah
Alright.
Alright, let me just remove you first. Alright, Assalamualaikum and welcome everyone. It was a bit chaos because we had our training and we had demos just before the show. But today I'm going to be showcasing how to make French raw chocolate. And I've actually improvised it a little bit because I want to add in a bit of peppermint. And if you are vegan, then you can choose to omit the butter and replace it instead with coconut oil, okay? So the ingredients that you need is actually the recipe is actually found over your Cookie Dough, which is an integrated recipe platform over your Thermomix, which can be accessed using your phone, your devices, as well as the unit itself, okay? So it's called French raw chocolate. And this is something that the Diva Aromas have been doing. It's so easy. And all the things that you need is basically, you just need whipping cream. I've got whipping cream over here. You need butter, or in this case, if you are like my sister, she is vegan, then you can also try and use it with coconut oil. All right. You need a bit of honey, although the chocolate that I'm using is bittersweet. And this is something that was recommended by one of our leaders in Diva Roma. She's a home baker. She said, try using this brand, Barrel, bittersweet. However, I experimented with it. She said you can omit the honey, which is also one of the ingredients for this recipe. Tapi I think I'm still going to add in just a little bit because I'm not a big fan of bitter chocolate. This is bittersweet, but I just want a little bit of sugary in it. And I'm going to use Borneo wild honey. And this is from my friends from Uina, okay? And on top of that, you need some cocoa powder, but I've also improvised. And you know the Lotus Biscoff biscuits? I've actually blended it. I'm so sorry. We've got like the kids just had dinner, so they're all in the kitchen. So if there's a bit of noise, just try and ignore them, all right? So I actually blended it in advance earlier on, and I added a bit of cocoa powder. So we'll see if that will work at the same time, all right? So anytime, and you are ready, just let me know because mine is very fast. So the first thing you want to do is, let me try and zoom in into the, hold on. And that's why I sometimes prefer using my phone, because it's so much more easier to maneuver. I'm going to go here and try and go in closer. Okay, I'm using my Sony camera for this so that it's a little bit more clearer. Okay. All right, so all you need is to start cooking. Just press start cooking. 150 grams of, luckily, I don't got, you see, my thingy just came off. So it's a good thing that I'm on the camera. All right, so you tear it and you need about 150 grams of whipping cream. Shh. 150 grams, telling them to keep quiet. 150 grams of whipping cream. I made a batch with half the ingredients actually earlier, just so that I could test it out. Okay, so this is, the scale is like 1 gram accuracy. So you see there's a bit more here, it's fine. It's 1 gram extra. Then I'm adding in 20 grams of unsalted butter, which I've already prepared and cut in pieces. I'm just gonna add that in, press next. For this, because I'm using bittersweet chocolate, I'm only gonna add in half the amount of honey. Oops. And again, this is from Uina. I'm using Sabah Borneo Madu Liar. Okay, so maybe I'll add in probably maybe about 12. Oh, 19. Oops, well, it's okay. It's honey. I wanted to do it halfway, but it's fine. Again, if you want to substitute your butter, you can also use virgin coconut oil. I use this brand from Tanah Merah because it's very sedap and wangi. Insert the measuring cup into the mixing bowl lid, and then we are going to go into speed 4. All right. So this is great because we're heating up everything inside at a perfect temperature of 100 degrees, which is the temperature for cooking. And let me just see if Suhana is okay to start. I don't know if Anne, you dah dapat tak you punya mic, apa ni? Earphone. Tak dapat earphone eh?
Okay.
Dapat earphone tak?
Tak ada, I tak dapat earphone, tapi boleh dengar tak suara?
I boleh dengar. Yeah, your son and my son also dua-dua. I tengah letak I punya turban ni sekarang. Hi. This is the reality of things. You know, we've got kids. And one thing great about the Thermomix is that even when you're cooking and your kids are like clinging onto you, it won't be like you're hurting anything. Okay. So Suhana akan buat sushi roll. And she's actually in the
I tak buat
midst of
sushi roll,
preparing
I
her.
buat sushi inari. So I akan guna inari ni.
Ah, nice.
So I akan guna inari ni untuk letakkan nasi sushi, dan topping dia I guna lobster salad.
Okay. Kalau macam tu, Anne, you dah bersedia ke macam mana?
Macam mana?
That's the reality of things. You dah boleh start ke macam mana?
Okay, I dah boleh start sebab nasi baru je masak. So nasi sushi, okay, I fokus dekat Thermomix lah ya.
Alright.
Okay, nasi sushi ni tadi. Okay. Tadi I masak dia 16 minit sahaja guna Thermomix. So sekarang nasi dia dah masak. So I akan keluarkan dia. So nampak? So, just tuang dia kat sini.
Nice.
Tuang je nasi tu. It's very easy. Dan nasi ni kita kena sejukkan dulu. So this one saya guna 250 gram sushi. Dalam Thermomix dia ada resepi masak nasi sushi 500 gram. So I halfkan dia lah. So yang ni nasi sushi punya resepi guna 500 gram. So cara dia senang, dia masukkan sushi vinegar ni equivalent to untuk 250 gram ni equivalent to 2 tablespoon. 2 tablespoon of sushi vinegar and 1 tablespoon sugar. Salt is up to you. Nak masuk salt ataupun tak nak masuk salt. Macam I tak guna salt. I tak masukkan garam. I letak gula dengan vinegar saja. Senang sangat. So this one mami, I selalu guna masak nasi sushi ni untuk bekal anak. Sebab anak kalau pergi sekolah, dia orang tak suka makan nasi.
Oh, okay.
Dia orang tak suka makan nasi. Macam kalau ada lauk-lauk tu dia orang tak suka. Kalau I bekalkan dia cara I nak bagi dia makan nasi, I akan bagi dia nasi sushi. So nasi sushi tu I akan buatlah lauk sama ada daging tu I masak jadi macam yakiniku tu. Ataupun this one. Ini ada jual dekat pasar raya lah, lobster salad. Lobster ataupun shrimp. Macam tu lah. So nasi ni kita kena kacau dia sampai dia sejuk. Lepas dia sejuk, baru kita masukkan dekat dalam inari ni. So inari ni dia macam posh bag. Dia sekeping macam ni. Kita buka kat dalam dia ni. Dia ada bag kan?
Oh, that's so clever. So much more easier.
So just masukkanlah nasi kat dalam tu. Pakai sudu lah, senang je ambil sudu. So the best is nasi ni bagi dia betul-betul sejuk lah. Ataupun boleh prepare earlier on kalau untuk bekal anak sekolah, buat siap-siap letak dalam peti. Dalam peti ais lah. Lepas tu kita sudukan dia macam ni. So dah jadi. So sama ada boleh makan macam ni saja ataupun letak topping as you like. Sama ada kita boleh letak tuna ataupun boleh letak whatever yang kita suka lah. Sama ada egg mayo pun okey. Rebus telur tu campur dengan mayo and then you letak atas ni. So this is nice untuk anak-anak punya bekal. Ataupun untuk piknik pun sesuai. So sementara saya siapkan ni, Mami boleh showcase Mami punya?
Boleh? Boleh. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is, it's actually done. So you can see inside, it's already cooked, but it's not too hot. And all it requires me to do is to add in the chocolates. Again, you can find this particular brand at most of your baking stores. I chose Barrel Gourmet, bittersweet chocolates, and this is about 200 grams. And what I like about it is that it's already sort of chopped in its way. It doesn't recommend you using chips. Chopped chocolates are so much better. And you're going to leave it to sit here for about 2 minutes to melt before we mix it. All right. And what I'm adding different from this recipe that we can get from your cookie dough, where you can actually save it in advance, is that I'm going to add in a bit of peppermint essential oil. And I'm using Young Living because I know that's food graded. Okay, I'm going to add in 200 grams. Wow, this is almost everything. Okay, there you go. Just got a little bit more left. And then you press next. And it says there, let the chocolate sit for 2 minutes, which I'm going to do. And I'm going to time it. So that's going to be around 5:17. Okay? So, oh my God, my anak. Let me just lift this up for a bit. I still don't know how to use this tripod very well, but we improvise. Okay, we improvise. All right, so the great thing about the cookie dough is that you have all these recipes. When I first started, there was about 40,000 recipes, and now it's close to 80,000 recipes. You can filter it. You can find a preference of cooking that you are more comfortable with. For instance, if you're a big fan of fermentation, you want to make your own yogurt, your own cheese, you can have it there. There's also collections, and what are collections? They're basically like e-books or e-recipe books. If you can call them that, right? And this Sunday, I'll actually be talking to my customers or and extending this this invitation live over my Facebook on Sunday at 11 a.m. to show how the Cookie Dough 3.0 works, how you can create your own recipes and upload it, or you can retrieve or import recipes that you have over the Cookie Dough and you want to tweak it a little bit, like how I've tweaked this French raw chocolate recipe, and I want to add in my peppermint essential oil. Or if I wanted to have a vegan version, then instead of the butter, I'd probably add in coconut oil instead and try and find the virgin coconut oil. I'm a big fan of this brand because Tanah Merah is locally made and they really shout out for the best coconut. Okay, so that's about it. Let's see if how Anne is doing over here. Okay, she's still prepping. We actually did a cook along with the Diva Aromas and how you can, there were 3 ways of rolling your sushi. So one is sushi roll, one is folded sushi, one is the temaki. So she's actually, well, not cheating. This is another way where you can make your sushi using that little wrap. I forgot what it's called now because I couldn't really hear her. But yeah, whatever tickles your fancies. In fact, another Diva advisor of mine taught me how to just crush everything in, put it in with your tuna, whatever ingredients that you want to put in, including the nori or the seaweed, which is crispy, and then you can just add it in and then just roll it into a bowl. And then actually the kids would just eat it just like that. So there's no need to do any fancy-mancy, okay? All right, so I should be done now.
Mami,
and now I'm going to just let... tak, sekarang saya tengah mix untuk 30 seconds. But while I mix, I'm also going to add in a few drops, maybe 1 or 2 drops of the peppermint, okay? Smells good. I think 1 will be enough because it's quite potent. Just add that in. And I'm going to mix it for 30 seconds. All right. I'm going to mute myself. And then I'm going to go back to Anne, okay? You minum susu? All right, Anne, back to you.
All right. Yeah. Sorry. Okay. So tadi ada tunjuk Inari. So since Mami sebut sushi roll, so I buat jugalah sushi roll. Kebetulan ada sheet ni, Inari nori sheet ni. So I buat juga. Memang last week kita ada buat cook along sushi. So sangat happening. Customer memang suka sangat ada cook along kan Mami? Masak sama-sama, demo sama-sama. Kadang-kadang benda tu simple, tapi kalau kita tak buat sama-sama, kita tak buat terus. Kalau boleh dalam cookie dough ni, dalam Thermomix punya resepi tu kita explore. So one of the way kita explore sama-sama. Buat dengan team advisor, buat sushi. So macam-macam lah diorang dah buat. Ada dah buat nasi dagang, dah buat pavlova. Jangan sayang. So sushi ni diorang dah buat minggu lepas.
Okay, so mine dah mixed dah. And you can see the chocolate. I put in a little bit of peppermint. Dia kena tunggu dia sejuk lah. Because mess. So another tip that we're taught. I'm gonna put it in and I'm gonna all right. So I'll be doing that and I'll be showing it to you guys. Just along, right? Okay. And do you know that I first learned how to use? We were learning how to make.
Oh my god! Tengok anak I dah panjat. Suka sayang.
Okay tak?
Okay, tak mau turun-turun.
Put it into like a little container. This should fit about 40 to close to 50, depending on how big your casing is. Again, you can use just a cake pan and then cut it up later, but I can't be asked to be cutting it later. And then my cutting skills pun very the fail. I'm not like exactly some of those really wonderful bakers that we have in our team, like Eunice, Masita, Sal, Betty. So I'm just going to put it into mini cupcake casing. I should have used my earphones too. All right. And don't worry, if it gets a bit messy, you can always use the auto clean mode of the Thermomix so that you don't have to like clean it up so much. All right. So we've got a really big one. Wash it. And you just pipe it in. All right, so this is gonna take some time. I should probably aim my camera to my workspace. It's a bit hard, isn't it? Doing a show with your kid next to you and trying to control the camera at the same time. So this is just how you do it, guys. Again, there is the option of just putting it into a 17 by 17 cm cake frame. And then later on, you can just put it in the fridge, wait for it to harden, which is about an hour or so. I tried an earlier batch, but I think it's best that we leave it for a little bit longer than 1 hour. And then you can put some cocoa powder or some matcha powder on top, whatever your fancy is. Ideally, cocoa powder, that's what they suggest. But I'm going to try with the Biscoff biscuits that I have already blended or grinded with my Thermomix early on, and I added a bit of cocoa powder just for taste too. Cepat je and buat.
I dah buat sikit tadi, separuh. So jadi I tunjuk sikit lagi lah. Basically I dah
Ini
siap.
kira dinner you lah nanti.
Wow, senang lah Mami.
Yes, because now that I've mastered how using the pipe, it's so much more easier. I don't know why I didn't do this before. So I've got that and I have to prepare some more, but I'm going to just leave this to rest.
Kalau kita suka, menarik. Kalau kita suka kacang,
Correct.
boleh
Of
tak
course,
kita letak kacang dekat atas dia?
Boleh. Kacang boleh letak. Like in my case, I letak Biscoff. I've grinded it. I tambah dengan cocoa powder sikit. So I'm going to pop this in the fridge. And earlier on, Mami dah buat one batch. And nampaknya, this plate was full earlier on. Tapi sekarang dah macam tambah kurang. So I think people have been eating it. So you can see that my piping was a bit terpleot tadi. Tapi tak apa, janji dia sedap. And you just have to basically put some topping on it. And that's it.
Wow.
Sesenang itu. And you've got your French chocolate that you have from that brand Royce. Kalau satu kotak tu, dalam tu ada 20 kalau tak silap, kecil-kecil. Tapi ada liquor lah. And kalau tak silap Daphne, first time I said myself Daphne. Mami Pon, it's about 52 ringgit.
Wow.
But dengan ni kalau, this is about, I think this was, how much was this? I can't remember now. But it's definitely less than 52, this whole recipe. And you can make about 49 chocolates. And like Anne said, you can also add in nuts. And it's done.
Wow. Boleh buat hari raya punya menu jugalah tu.
I think so. Like you can make it as gifts. If you want it to
Yeah.
pop a little bit more, I'm using like, simple cupcake cases, but they have those silver atau emas punya cupcake holding. So dia macam nampak elok sikit. Or you can do the conventional way of putting it in a cake pan, and then later on you can just cut it. Tapi memang mami ni fail lah kalau nak cut semua. So I won't do that. So how are you doing? Are you okay? Dah settle dah?
Okay. Dah settle dah. Dah siap dah.
See? In just a few moments, we've already done both our little dishes using our cooking, mine's a cookie dough. Yours is cookie dough also ke?
Cookie dough, nasi cookie dough, tapi topping ni memang yang dah siap lah, lobster tu.
All right, so this is mine and that's hers. All right, so just to let you all know very quickly about the promo that's happening for this period, we're very, very excited to tell you that, it just keeps getting better. Let me just share with you, what is it? Where is it? Okay, this is the promotion that we're having right now, okay? So, kalau you nampak, you will get an extended warranty of 3 months, okay? Worth 330 ringgit. Dan juga kalau you bayar with FPX cash transfer, you also get a thermo server which is able to fit 2.2 liters of ingredients of food. It can keep your hot food hot and cold food cold. Dan juga glass yogurt jars. And if you choose to pay with your credit card for payment, then you get the thermomat, which is amazing. It's their recently designed, upgraded version. And it's really, really helpful, especially when you are going to be baking a lot using your Thermomix, and that comes in free. Selain daripada itu, Anne, boleh tak terangkan sedikit? Let's just show it. Mengenai the host gift. Apa sebenarnya host gift?
Alright. Untuk host gift, okay, Anne ambil apa yang Anne ada dekat sini Untuk host gift, kalau kita beli dengan host gift Mami cakap. Host gift kita dapat ini kan Mami? Baby thermomat, baby thermoserver. Betul?
You get the baby thermo server as well as the thermo jug. Betul.
Dengan thermo jug. Yes, thermo jug. So host gift, this one lah, these two. So ini untuk host gift, baby thermo server, 1.0 liter and thermo jug. Kalau
there's also another promo that's happening. So if you are a CIMB credit card user, and this is only valid till the 31st of May. Kalau you pakai punya credit card CIMB untuk buat installment on top of the host gifts, which is according to the period promotion. In this case, it's going to be the thermo server, baby thermo server, 1.1 liter, as well as the thermo jug, 450 ml. You also get to have the Malay Kitchen book, which is a fantastic cookbook, as well as the thermomat if you pay via EPP or installment using your CIMB credit card. So that's something that is currently one of the campaigns that is ongoing until May, happening until the 31st of March and 31st of May. All right? Okay, there you go. She's showing it. Is that the new thermomat?
Tak.
Oh, itu yang lama punya. Okay, I will show you the new one. See, that's the old one. That's the old version. But I think that one for the old version. Wait, my husband's asking me something. There's one more charging. So for the CIMB one, that will be the old thermomat. I don't know, but this is the new one. So it's slightly bigger. Better quality, more premium in texture. So this is about 190 ringgit. So this is up for grabs when you purchase the Thermomix using your CIMB credit card. Okay. All right. And on top of that, just to let you all know that on Sunday, I will be conducting a Why is it not coming out? A Navigating Your Cookie Dough 3.0 session. And this is taking place on our Diva Roma's Facebook page, Sunday at 11 a.m. So don't worry if you are busy with the family at 11 a.m. You can always watch the replay, but I'll be doing that because it's very exciting and it's always good to know how to optimize using your cookie dough so that you can get the best out of your Thermomix. Now, cookie dough is again a recipe platform where it helps you to, guides you to cook all these wonderful recipes that comes out in lots and lots of different languages, many to choose from, 80,000 in fact. So I'll be doing that session on Sunday at 11 a.m. and it'll be live over our Diva Roma's Facebook page. So I guess that is all from Anne and I. We wanted to keep it short and sweet, about half an hour show. Thank you for joining us. And again, if you'd like to find out more, you can just get in touch with either Anne or myself or any Diva Roma's advisors. And we'll be more than happy to let you know about some of the promotions and what other things that we can assist you with. So don't worry, when you buy or purchase or invest in a Thermomix, you will always have an advisor support. And that's very, very important because, you know, it's a very premium, all-in-one smart kitchen gadget, and you really want to optimize it because it has about 25 features. So yeah, don't lose this opportunity to own one today. Or if you want to earn it for free, you can also speak to Anne, myself, or any of our advisors to find out how you can earn it for free by joining the Thermomix career. Okay, Anne, is there anything else that I missed out before we end the show?
Everything semua dah cover. So, jom join kami. Tengok dekat dalam Facebook page Diva Roma's. Okay? Semua aktiviti semua ada kat situ. Alright.
Dan kalau anda belum pernah nampak full demo and you want a personal one, we have one on Saturday and that will be led by another team manager. Her name is Ayn. So she'll be doing it on Saturday at 10 a.m. So more details will be over our social media pages, Diva Roma's Instagram, as well as our Facebook page. All right. So till then, on behalf of Diva Roma's, we'd like to say thank you for watching and we'll see you soon in our next cooking show happening on Sunday, where the girls will get saucy with their Saucy Sunday show. All right then. Bye.
Bye.